He'll have to take some time to settle down.
Yeah, well, the first ball of the first over went for four. The first ball from Shula's first over has gone for four. Oh, tried to just wait for that ball. Played a shade earlier than he anticipated, looking for the gap in the covers, but finding the cover fielder.
Tried to steer that away, but couldn't make it because the bounce of the ball was not that high, so couldn't steer it.
Oh, beauty, beauty. Beat him all ends up. Drew the batsman forward with that good length delivery and just maybe nipped away ever so slightly and just past the edge of the bat.
Not much of a turn, but just outside the off stump, missing the edge of the bat. Outside the off stump, but he missed it out because his foot was not close to the ball.
No, that was shorter and that enabled the batsman to just rock back on his back foot. Again, I thought there was an opportunity missed. There's such a huge gap between wideish mid-on or long-on and the deep mid-wicket fielder who's almost a square of the way. No, he's in deep mid-wicket position. There's a huge gap. And he played it straight to the fielder there. So, could have done better with that short pitch delivery. Just the single resulting. Brings in the left-handed batsman. Augments a change in the field. Short third man. Squarish third man. Pretty close. Now that squarish third man going a little bit square and they've got a fielder at point. So very heavy. Those fielders on or behind the offside near the square area. Maybe they know the strength of the batsman is in that area. That's why they've got that. Again, I thought there was an opportunity. There's such a huge gap.
What I feel is bowlers are trying to bowl on the off stump. That's the reason why fielders are all around the off stump, around off stump, over on the offside mostly. So this is going to be interesting. Not a catch, but he tried to drive it powerfully, but couldn't connect the ball. So the ball went straight down to the bowler. 10 for no loss.
Offside.
So 2 overs gone. 10 runs on the board. 5 runs in over still.
Maybe
They
they
have
know
to
the
up it
strength of the
a little
batsman
bit
is in
more
that area.
than
That's
what
why
they're
they've got.
going
Again,
to
I
do.
thought there was an opportunity.
We'll wait and see what they can do.
Taskir is going to continue his second over. Again down the leg side. Just got a bit of bat, maybe pads. We'll wait and see if there's a signal from the umpire. Maybe a wide. It is a wide.
The bowler seems to be very tall. It's near 6. I don't think he's 6, but he's 5'9", 10 or something like that. He seems to be very impressive as a fast bowler. But it's coming off the pitch slightly medium pace. And the pitch is not helping the fast bowlers here. Pitch is sort of a half slow and half fast. I mean, somewhere in the middle. So the fast bowlers are not getting any help from the pitch. The batsman just prodded at it. The ball went down. Backward short leg. No, 1 run resulted.
As long as they ensure that the boundaries just dry out, the bowling unit won't be too disgruntled with their achievements. As we told you earlier, almost 6 runs and over the initial asking rate. They've got the runs on the board. It is for them to defend. Once again, accuracy has been his forte. Maybe a wide down the leg side when he's trying to bowl too straight. That is the problem when you're bowling fast, medium pace, whatever. Pace bowler, you try to keep the ball tight on the wickets. Just a little bit of deviation, it might go down the leg side and give it wide. Well, interesting. Yes and no. Don't want to run out at this early stage of the innings.
Good stop. Good stop at between mid wicket and mid on, and he virtually stopped the boundary, I guess. Well, back foot, straight down, so mid off, no run. I think Tusker is bowling slightly on the short side, not completely short, but short of length. But the pace bowler sometimes can get away with short ones. But on a pitch like this, if the batsman is clever enough, he can belt him over mid wicket or towards square leg for 4 runs.
Nicely driven, but again, too straight and too close to the fielder at sort of deepish mid-off. It's been a good comeback after bowling that wide down the leg side, yielding 2 runs. He's only given 1 run off the bat so far. This is the last ball of the over to come. He's kept the bowling very tight and accurate. He wants to finish well here. Well, as we said, he just gives a gift to the batsman. It's promptly dispatched to the boundary. Not a good finish to the over for the bowler, but for the batsman, he loves it.
As we're discussing here, just just a little variation down the leg side. It shouldn't be on the down the leg side. Although on the off side, it's better that way because the batsman will have to go back and place his bat. But on the down the leg side, he can easily belt to a square leg.
Never praise the cricketer in the middle. He'll do exactly the opposite. The very next ball. We're praising the accuracy of the bowling, and commentators curse. He bowls a long hop down the leg side for the batsman to put away as he pleases. Funny old game we keep on saying about cricket. Game of glorious uncertainties. Never know which way it's going to go. Interestingly poised. 3 overs done, 17 runs, no loss of wickets. Good start for the batting unit. Oh, interesting. We saw Manoj, I think, in the other team, just bowling a similar kind of loopy ball, enticing the batsman to go for the big shots. Will he fall for the trap? Will he fall for the bait?
Shoulder, right arm, off spinner, trying to loop the ball and trying to turn the ball away. Because if you're looping the ball, that means you're trying to turn it. But there is no turn on the pitch, as far as we can see, because pitch is playing sort of placid right now, and it will be very difficult. But even then, he's trying his best to, contain the batsman. Have wrapped on the pad, loud appeal, but umpire says no.
Just going back to that innings, Manoj got 5 wickets with a similar kind of bowling. You see, he didn't get too much turn, but what did the batsman in was the loop, the split-second delay that it took for the bowler to come to you, for the ball to come to you, which is attempted here. Now, that deserves some punishment, and it's got exactly that. Can't bowl like that. Okay, as we see that boundary, we go down to who's downstairs with us? Shaman Roy. Let's go on down and join him.
টার্গেট 238 সিটি ব্যাংকের জন্য এই মুহূর্তে ব্যাটিং করছে 23 ফর নো লস। সো ভাবলাম যে সিটি ব্যাংকার্সদের কিছু সিনিয়র ব্যাংকার্সদের সাথে কথা বলে ফেলি। ওয়াই আর দে পার্টিসিপেটিং ইন দিস টুর্নামেন্ট? ইটস এ কর্পোরেট ডাইমেনশন টুর্নামেন্ট, আমরা জানি, অ্যান্ড তাদের জন্য এই টুর্নামেন্ট জেতা কতটা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ সেটা জেনে নেবো। আসসালামু আলাইকুম, আপনার নামটা?
আমার নাম কামরুল, আমি সিটি ব্যাংকে কাজ করি এসএমইতে। খেলা মানেই জিততে হবে আমি মনে করি, সেটা অ্যামেচার টুর্নামেন্ট হোক, প্রফেশনাল লিগ হোক। আর আমরা ব্যাংক হিসাবে খুব প্যাশনেট অন দি ক্রিকেট। সো আমরা অনেক সময় দিই, আমাদের প্লেয়াররা তাদের দৈনন্দিন কাজের পরেও উইকেন্ডগুলো একদম ফ্যামিলির সাথে না দিয়ে মাঠে পড়ে থাকে। আমরা বেটার টিম, উই ডিজার্ভ টু উইন।
বেটার টিম ডিজার্ভ টু উইন আগের থেকেই বলে দিয়েছেন, এবং ফ্যামিলির সাথে সময় না দিয়ে একটা জিনিস উনি মেনশন করেছেন, সেই টপিকটাতে আমি আসবো। আমাদের সাথে আরেকজন গেস্ট আছেন, ওনার পরিচয়টা জেনে নিচ্ছি।
হ্যালো, আমি অরূপ। আমি সিটি ব্যাংকের রিটেল ব্যাংকিং ডিভিশনে কাজ করি। প্রথমে বলবো যে এই ধরনের একটি আয়োজন এরকম শীতের একটি সকালে এত চমৎকার একটি পরিবেশে যারা আয়োজন করেছেন কর্পোরেট অ্যামেচার ক্রিকেট অ্যাসোসিয়েশন তাদেরকে সিটি ব্যাংকের তরফ থেকে আন্তরিক ধন্যবাদ এ ধরনের একটি সুন্দর আয়োজন করার জন্য। আর খেলা তো সকাল থেকেই দেখছি খুব চমৎকার খেলা হচ্ছে, খুব পার একটা টার্গেট 240 টার্গেট। সিটি ব্যাংক ব্যাটিং করছে এই মুহূর্তে, মোমেন্টামটা তাদের দিকে, আমরা চাই এই মোমেন্টামটা তারা ধরে রাখুক সো দ্যাট দে ক্যান উইন। সবার জন্যই শুভকামনা।
নিশ্চয়ই শুভকামনা সবার জন্য। এখন শুভকামনাটা বাড়তি হয়ে যাবে যদি আপনারা জিতে যান। প্লাস যেটা বলছিলেন আপনি যে পরিবারকে সময় না দিয়েও, ঠিক আছে, একটা হচ্ছে অফিস, তখন পরিবারের সবাই যে হ্যাঁ খালি অফিস অফিস, আপনাদের ক্ষেত্রে হয়তো বলে, আবার সিনিয়র্স হয়ে আপনাদের বাকিদের বলতে হয় না করতে হবে। আবার খেলার বেলায় আসে তো আপনাদের একজন প্লেয়ারের গতকালকে বোধহয় গায়ে হলুদ ছিল, আজকে বিয়ে। তো তার কমিটমেন্টটা নিয়ে, মানে ব্যাংকের প্রতি এবং খেলার প্রতিও, সেটা নিয়ে যদি কিছু বলেন।
হ্যাটস অফ টু দ্যাট ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল যে যার কালকে হলুদ হয়েছে, রাতে হলুদ শেষ করে সকালে এসে অর্ধেক খেলা খেলেছে এবং ঠিক নামাজের আগে সে চলে গিয়েছে, বিকজ তাকে বর হিসাবে যেতে হবে বিয়েতে। এইটা আসলে এই ডিসক্রিপশনটাই এনাফ স্যাক্রিফাইস অ্যান্ড কমিটমেন্ট ব্যাংকের প্রতি কতখানি। সবচেয়ে ইম্পর্টেন্ট, আমাদের ব্যাংকে আমরা খুব লম্বা সময় ধরে কাজ করি এবং এই করোনার ভিতরেও আমাদের কিন্তু আসলে সবাইকে কাজ করতে হয়েছে, বিকজ আমাদের গ্রাহকের সুবিধাটা সবচেয়ে আগে দেখতে হয়। এইটার পরেও আমরা যে একটা দিন দেড়টা দিন সময় পাই দৈনন্দিন কাজ করার জন্য, অ্যাডমিনিস্ট্রেটিভ বাসার কাজ করার জন্য, সেটাকেও স্যাক্রিফাইস করে এই প্লেয়ারগুলো সারাদিন মাঠে পড়ে থাকে। সো ইট ইজ এ সুপ্রিম কমিটমেন্ট টু দি ক্রিকেট, টু দ্য ব্যাংক অলসো। আমি এই সুযোগে মেজর ইমপ্রোজ এবং তার অন্যদেরকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই ফর ম্যানেজিং দিস সর্ট অফ টুর্নামেন্ট। থ্যাংক ইউ।
ডেফিনেটলি আই হোপ যে যিনি ভাবে ছুটি নিয়েছেন ওনার ফ্যামিলি এন্ড মানে ওনার হবু বউ বাবু হয়ে গেছেন, আই হোপ শি ইজ ওকে, থ্যাঙ্কস টু দ্য ফ্যামিলি, এন্ড আই হোপ উনি ফার্দার পার্সোনাল রিজনস এর জন্য ছুটি পাবেন কিনা, বলবে যে ও তখন তো বলা হবে যে ও খেলার জন্য তো খেলেছিলে। বেস্ট অফ লাক উইথ দ্যাট, থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ। ওভার ব্যাক টু দ্য কম বক্স।
Okay, we've seen the fall of the first wicket. Priyam just trying to drive a ball, getting an outside edge and a good catch taken. At sort of fly slip gully position. Interesting position there, but it worked for the bowling unit. So the first wicket goes down at 23. Saidul Tanveer Haq, Priyam back in the hut. The skipper comes in. Arifur Rahman,
Captain.
Rossi, the skipper, comes in as number 3. An interesting position to come in at. Now, with the fall of that wicket, Rumi, there will be just that little bit of pressure on the newcomer.
Well, yeah, there will be a little bit of pressure, of course. He's just newcomer, and he'll have to try and settle down quickly, as quick as possible, because he cannot spend so much time. Because 40 overs, it'll just come, just like that. So he'll have to keep on pressing the bowlers from now on. Singles and twos, and then the one that will come, obviously, for a 4 or 6. So we'll have to wait for that, but from the beginning, singles and twos.
The opposing captain did well. Now, let's see what Arifur Rahman, Rossi can do for his team. Nothing to get panicky about. Just, I must say, it's very, very clever fielding position. If you get a chance to look at the field for the new batsman, no slips. There's a sort of gully, deepish gully. There's a point, and there's a cover, all pretty close to each other. And it's in that gully region that the catch was taken. So if they've done their homework well, knows what the bowler is able to do, maybe angle that, and there's still that fielder at squarish gully. Nicely behind that.
Well, set it field, but he'll have to bowl there, because if you set it field for one batsman and it's on the off stump, then the fielders will be placed on the offside, most of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 fielders on the offside. So he'll have to settle down from the off stump and beyond off stump. Like maybe slightly outside off stump. That's what he's doing. Deep third man. There is one fielder, picks it up, throws it back, 1 run. 24 for 1. 4.5 was gone.
Just after information about the semi-final match. Citibank playing the CACT All-Stars. It's the Cadet College. No, the CACT, the organizing committee team. So they chased 205. And Mesbah and Rossi, the skipper, they were the mainstay of the innings. So it's a lot resting on the captain. Now, that's a wild hike. Lucky that the ball didn't get an edge. Wicket taking over completed. 5 overs done. It's 24 for 1. Time for Ishtiaq and Shomanoy.
takes Citibank to 37.
Was in the slot. Outside off stump doesn't matter. Not much footwork. Hand-eye coordination at its best. Cow corner. That's the corner the skipper chose. One bounce for 4. How is the bowler going to come back? Sensible batting, not trying anything extra. The keepers up to the stumps, giving the batsman second thoughts whether to go down the wicket or not, as the pace is not too much. Often in such fields, the batsman can opt the option of using his feet.
Hammers that straight back past the bowler for 4. And it's a well struck shot by the captain, skipper of Citibank, Arifur Rahman. It fetches 4 runs and takes Citibank to 40 runs. They're maintaining a good run rate. They're keeping up the momentum. And to score to chase a total of 239, that's exactly what they need to do.
This time cut away, point fielder up to the mark, using his right hand to stop the ball. Definitely, if beat the fielder, would have gone for another boundary. Arifur Rahman, also man in form, scored 43 of 73 balls in the last match in the semi-finals. That's the over, by the way. 41 for 1 of 7 Citibank.
The 8th over in progress. Citibank looking good. 41, but they've already lost a wicket. It's a chase that they're going to give it all. That's the managing director of Brac Bank, Mr. Salim Arif Hussain, watching very intently, hoping that his bank, Brac Bank, should be the victors today. But it's going to be a good match, and that's what is expected. And all kudos to the Corporate Amateurs Cricket Association, who've been very successful in organizing this tournament. That's Ravi Mashraf and Salim Arif Hussain putting on that mask, being protective. A good single there.
Such a motivating factor when the MD of your bank himself is here to cheer up for the team. True spirit of the game, I believe. Definitely a motivating factor for the players, the employees, to perform and maybe even get a wicket, which is very crucial at the moment for Brac Bank Limited.
But you've got to give all credit to the Corporate Amateurs Cricket Association to continuously organize these tournaments and having all these corporate organizations participating in this tournament in true spirit. And it's not just the game that they play in good spirit, and they are able to show their skills. And we've already been entertained by these bankers, and they have done no harm to their credentials as skillful cricketers.
Undoubtedly. Each of the teams having lost only one match, making their way into the finals. final, the big stage is all set.
Citibank একটা tournament জিতেছে না কোন একটা?
237 on the board, 238 to chase. The battle is on, and all the credit goes to Corporate Amateur Cricket Association (CACA) for organizing the 10th edition. Not a matter of joke. To keep on continuing. Consistency in this case is very crucial, so that the teams and the fans also look forward to coming back each year.
And as you can see, the crowd is still filtering in, and they've been supporting this tournament with a very participation. It's not just the bankers who have been here, but also crowd from different. Even though BKSP, as we all know, is very secured in terms of their of the entry is restricted, and during this pandemic, obviously, they have no other choice but to keep it restricted. But a healthy participation, nevertheless.
Flicked on the pads this time. Very quiet over. Good bowling by Cypher. Single to end the over. Citibank 44 for 1 after 8. The brain behind the tournament, Major Imroz Ahmed, standing there on the left of your screen with some guests. It does take a lot of effort. Behind you can see all the wires, the TV, the screen, the monitor, all the effort that goes in. Yes, you're watching us live from the YouTube channel of CACT and also the Facebook channel through Facebook Live. But the effort is no less. A lot of effort that goes in. A lot of them are not in front of the screen. And again, going back to that topic, the 10th edition of this T40 tournament, 4th edition of the T20 tournament also successfully completed. And especially in such challenging times, to keep on going, keep on organizing, encouraging the teams to come and play. And we were also discussing this in the first innings, that particularly when the world faced such a challenge, and even us going through a lockdown, it does take a lot of mental stress, mental impact on mental health, basically. So these initiatives are great measures for that.
Obviously, it's the challenge that you take and continuously keep on organizing such tournament, and they've been blessed with the support of BKSP, which we all know has these state-of-the-art facilities and the magnificent surroundings and the ambience that is prevalent here, and the CACA, as we call it, have done full justice to all the facilities that is available to them. And we have a fantastic match up ahead. Citibank trying to make a match of it, and I'm sure it's going to go down the wire.
Looks like it. Slowing down the pace of the game. Making the batsman think whether to take a risk or not. To try something extra, and exactly that prompted to do the captain, the skipper Arifur, trying to sweep the ball from outside the off stump, missing it altogether. Could be risking a top edge or an outside edge in trying to do so.
The two batsmen in the middle, Mesbah and Arifur, well built, ready to pounce on anything that's in the slot. It's important for them to stay there, and the advantage that Brac Bank have is they have quite a lot of spinners at their disposal, slow bowlers who would be effective, I think, on this type of a wicket.
Outside edge, one drop, two short, third man. Could have been in danger. Mesbah Al-Islam, one of the top scorers of this tournament, 473 runs with the highest of 112 before this match, is still on the top, and continuing to do so. Appeal, massive appeal, trying to intimidate the batsman a bit. Well, umpire denied, umpire's call is called. 45 for 1 after 9, Citibank.
The previous over was a bowling over by Kamal. Kept the batsman quiet. The batsman looking around. Still the right off spin around the wicket goes. And a left hand right hand combination for Citibank will give the bowlers a wee bit a thing or two to think about as to the line and length, and that's an advantage for any batsman that's flicked away, tried to take a run, but the non-striker sends him back. They're maintaining a good run rate up until now. They need to rotate the strike in order to keep the momentum going.
Good tight bowling
Saif.
by Saif, bowling a maiden in the previous over. The first maiden of the day, in fact. And the block hole nicely put away with an easy single, not going for any risk, and particularly referring back to that single. Captain Arifur Rahman not willing to take any risk, not willing to give away an easy breakthrough, in no mood to gift a wicket to Brac Bank Limited. Good tight bowling again, trying to force something out of the extra, force the batsman to do something extra.
We have a pretty interesting statistic here given by a Citibank colleague. We're told that Misbah has already scored 487 runs with a phenomenal average of 97.4. So, quite a batsman, isn't he?
Cut away, fielder there at point. Dot ball to end the over. That's the 10th. 46 for 1, Citibank, after their 10 overs.
There's a shift in the commentary box. The evergreen Shamim Ashraf and Omar Khalid Rumi take over.
ওনাদের 10 ওভারে ছিল 35, 10 ওভারে ছিল 35, এদের 10 ওভারে 46, এক উইকেট।
ভাই কানেকশন চলে গেছে না কে বললো Kamal Hussain. Kamal Hussain is going to come and bowl the next over. Last over was a maiden from him. It's very rare to see maidens in this format of the game, and the batsmen are intent on scoring runs, and they're going at a decent rate of knots because scored 45 in 46 in 10 overs compared to 35 for the Brac Bank side when they batted. So I had both have had lost a wicket at that point in time. Oh, that's nice. But there is some protection in the deep, sweeping in the covers and restricting the batsman to a single.
Compared to the first 5 overs, second 5 overs was very, sort of come down. It should have been otherwise, but it's not. I don't know why the scoring rate has come down. But I guess short one and pulled it over mid wicket, straight down to the fielder.
Easy as the count. It was a long hop. It deserved to be punished, but instead of punishing it, he just hit it down the throat of Tashkir at mid wicket, and he had no problems in catching that one. Really, that wasn't the delivery that you should have got out to. It should have been hit away for runs.
See, that's what he tried. That's what he tried, but it didn't matter. It didn't go up that long because probably didn't he hit the sweet end of the bat, I guess. But anyway, but the thing is now 47 for 2. It'll be over rate. The rate will be slow. It has already slowed down.
And Rumi Rossi was the mainstay of the batting. You see the new batsman coming in. And you'd expected the captain to be a little more responsible in his shot selection. Unfortunately, he got out to a loose delivery, which deserved to be punished. But that is the funny game that we talk about cricket. Most unexpected things happen against the run of play.
It is happening, I guess. I'm not sure, but I think it's just going the other way because we expected this team to go easy, but it's not. Suddenly, something is wrong. I guess the bowler is bowling well, pretty good, but the batsmen, they're not that up to that. They should force the pace of the bowling, but it's not happening right now. Pitch is really as good as the batsmen really want, but it's just happening otherwise.
Well, Kamal Hussain successful in his second over. Third over his bowling. The second over was a maiden. And he's got a wicket in his third over. Excellent bowling. He'll be pretty happy. He'll have his tail up now. Trying to get another quick one. One gets two. We hear sometimes being said. So that's an added bit of pressure for the new batsman. Turjo is the new batsman in. Saidul Islam Turjo is on strike. Just some people standing behind. They want because he's changed his angle. The bowler, the side screen has to be removed. Ensure that the batsman gets a clear sight of the ball coming from the fingers of the bowler. Pretty big side screen there. Being eased into position. There you see. Batsman happy, we can carry on.
He sort of pushed and the ball rolled down to the extra cover. No run there. But what we see now here is 5 fielders on the offside.
Now, respect for the bowling. This has been absolutely top class from Kamal. Kamal Hussain has been meticulous. He got a wicket with a loose, possibly the only loose delivery he's bowled in this over. That's fetched him a wicket. Once again, just playing the ball to its merit. Dot ball to finish a wicket taking over. 11 done. It's 47 for 2.
They're bowling pretty good. Very tight. Very, very tight. That's why one loose ball, even then, went straight down to the fielder. But from now on, it will be very difficult now because 11 overs gone and 47 runs. 4 runs and over. They will have to move faster now, from now on. But But at this moment, the batsman has to settle himself down, and to do that, he'll have to take time. He just cannot push right away.
Well, it's going to be Mesbah now. Mesbah Islam on strike. Saifur Rahman coming in. Just using the depth of the crease. It's good to detect the length of the ball early so you can just adjust your stroke. On this occasion, it's just leaning back, using the depth and just pushing it slowly, not in a rush. It's good to see you've got to, once a wicket falls, you've got to ensure that you get used to your new partner, get your calling right, get your understanding right, him to get into the feel of things. Makes it easier to build up a partnership. New batsman now taking his first ball. Oh, he has to reach for that. Gets a bit of the toe and opens his account with a single.
I don't understand. I mean, from the morning till now, all I see is bowling. Bowling is sort of different. I mean, they're all the bowlers are bowling slightly short and short of length. Even the spinners come in bowling fast and short. I think they just want to contain the batsman. That's the reason why they're not even trying to purchase the wicket of the batsman. You loop it down, and you get a 4 runs. Okay, all right, but then you get a wicket. Even in T20, even in 50 overs game, you got to do that. If you don't do that, you won't get a wicket. And unless you don't get a wicket, if you come down all by yourself, then you'll be cornered. I mean, a batsman will take the runs away as easy as can be.
Oh, that's sloppy, very sloppy. Even in this amateur format of the game, I think you should have stopped that. Gave away that single to take the total up to the 50 mark now. 50 for 2 with that drive at the misfield. Just can't afford to ease the pressure in the field. You got to help the bowler. He'll be very disappointed. You see once again in 2 minds. That kind of a length that you're talking about. Just the batsman not quite sure whether to go forward, whether to come back. In the process, he has to check his shot. Oh, that's down the leg side, another wide.
Just varying his line, in fact, and that's why the ball went down the leg side. He's trying to entice the batsman a little bit, but at the same time, very tidy, because they are tight so far, and field position is something so different as well. When the right-hand batsman is batting, I found that right now, all the four fielders on the leg side, no, 1, 2, 3, 4 fielders, it's okay. But when the left-hand batsman is coming on, the bowler is having 5 fielders on the offside. But you have to bowl to that field, because if you don't bowl to that field, the runs will automatically ooze out. Twelve overs gone, and 52 for 2. Pretty nifty, I guess. Not very quick. 52 in 12 overs mean 4 point something, 4.6. So it'll be an upheaval task pretty soon.
Actually, Rumi, the Brac Bank got their 50 in 13.2 overs. So Citibank is going a little faster in rate. They have been up ahead of the Brac Bank scoring till this point in time. So it's not anything difficult. They're not creating pressure for themselves by falling behind. They're just nosing ahead all the time, has kept their noses ahead. Well, a big appeal. A lot of yelling, but no response.
As you said, yeah. I mean, the run rate wise is okay. But the thing is, when they were batting, they were sort of very, very slow in the beginning. And but the rate really began to grow very fast after 15 overs. If they don't do it right now, don't try to up it, then they'll fall down.
once again just playing, I think, to just get used to Kamal's bowling here. Shots sometimes unorthodox, maybe not out of the copybook, but you can't expect copybook, classical, orthodox cricketing shots from amateur players. I think they've done well so far with the type of batting we've seen in the first innings also. Some batsmen have been pretty good playing genuine shots like that to good deliveries. That's good to see. They've not really been callous about their approach. They've been respecting the good deliveries, play the ball to its merit. That's good to see. Oh, it's way up forward. I don't know about the angle of that ball. Not interesting, the umpire. No response to that appeal.
Way down the leg side, I guess. Outside the off stump. Well, it was outside the off stump. So the umpire was not interested because ball was going, because this guy is bowling left arm spinners. This time he just tried to push hard towards mid wicket, no run. Kamal again. Bowling his left arm spin. Or down the leg side, and a huge hit. Huge hit. Has gone all over the top.
What about that? Just swiveled round. It was short in length, down the leg side. All he did, look at this. Thank you very much. I'll take that. I'll blast it away. I'll put it over the top for the maximum. Easy as they come. You can't. Just one loose delivery. And was immediately punished to finish the over. 13 done, 59 for 2.
Going up. Going up. But then if the wickets fall, then it will be a different thing again. And that's what cricket is all about. But in the end, the team that wins, because they can really push it hard. And the second time batting is always hard. Always hard because, the target is there and you follow the target, chase the target. Chasing is very difficult sometimes. If you don't build partnership, man, you had it. So here, I think they need a big partnership here from now on. If you don't get the partnership, they will fall behind.
Well, just past the edge there. Good delivery once again. Batsman playing for the turn, which did not come. It was the arm ball, kept on holding its line and beat the edge of the bat. Yeah, just run rate, asking rate, required run rate from 5.97 has gone up to 6.68 now. So, got to keep an eye on that. But a couple of big hits and they'll be back within that range. Still got it under control, the batting unit.
Saifur Rahman. Bowling his right arm spinners. Or good, beautiful drive, but very slow and ball going down to mid off. We just singled 60 runs on the board, losing 2. As I said, they have to build a partnership here. Already 14 going, so they'll have to go slow, whatever that comes their way. They will take it easy and then play according to the merit of the ball. Only then they can achieve the target. Overpitched, couldn't drive it very hard, and the ball rolled down to mid-off. Just single resulted of 61 for 2. I can see some crowds now. They'll come back and sitting down there, very silent, watching patiently. Good crowd anyway. Tried to cut it, but couldn't manage to put it to the sweet side of the bat. So it went down to point and no run resulted.
This has been excellent bowling. Once again beating the bat for the second time in this over. Great over from Saifur comes to an end. Completes the 14th over, 61 for 2. So it's been a good comeback with the ball. There you see once again drawing the batsman out. beating the edge of the bat. Could have got a faint touch on second occasion in that over. So Saifur and Kamal bowling two good overs back to back has just managed to put the pressure on the batters at the moment, and still nothing to worry about. 13 runs or 14 runs the partnership worth so far. Fledgling partnership, but one that needs to consolidate itself to ensure that the target they're chasing is more comfortably reached. Don't want to lose a wicket now. I think if you compare the two teams after 14 overs, I'll ask our statsman, Mr. Shakil Mahmood, to tell me. Sorry, 57 was the score for Brac Bank, 61 for Citibank. So just 4 runs in it. It's virtually, neck and neck. So not much of a difference. So nicely poised. It's going to be an interesting finish to this final match. Been enjoyed here in the lovely sunshine at the Bangladesh Kureshika Pratishthan here in Savar. It's a lovely day with the whole area is so nice to look at. Lots of trees. Of course, you've got the hostels of the students of the BKSP to the left, and to the right there are other facilities. Wonderful cafeteria. We had a very good breakfast this morning, Rumi and I. We came overnight last night, and we're not going to mention how long it took us to come from Dhaka.
We had 4.5 hours in a car.
Didn't want to mention that, Rumi. Don't frighten people. But people who came this morning, Ishtiaq, came this morning, it did it only in 1 hour. So that's what it normally should take. Shaman Nai came on a different route yesterday, left after us, came before us. Naughty boy.
Anyway, we enjoyed. We enjoyed because we had to enjoy. We have to enjoy anyway. Oh yes, friends to catch up, but catch up. Lots of other things, ideas, stories, and all that. Old stories. It was good.
Feroz is the bowler now. Just wide enough. That's the positioning of the shot. Just played it a shade late. Would have preferred to meet the ball earlier and find the gap in the covers. That's a no ball. So, the signal from the umpire. For what reason was the overstepping? Maybe we get a look at that. There is a signal for the free hit. It came a little late. I was waiting for that. But he was waiting for something else. The umpire eventually signaled the free hit. Now, what is the batsman going to do? Can change the field because the batsman had changed over. So he's allowed to change the field. If the batsman had not changed over during that no ball, they wouldn't be allowed to do that. Oh dear.
Very cleverly done. Slightly, just no ball. So the bowler didn't take a chance. He just bowled a short one. Slightly way out to the off stump. The batsman swung as hard as possible, but he just couldn't connect the ball. So if he could, probably it would have flown down to either third man or maybe to mid wicket. But anyway, it didn't matter. 6 3 for 2, 14.1 overs gone. This time he just pushed at it, off stump. Ball went down to short third man. No run here.
Interesting, if we can have a look, maybe we get a chance to see the no ball about 3 balls back. I don't think it'll be possible to show you. We're wondering why the no ball was given. Anyway, we carry on. Firoz has done well. Just containment at the moment is the intention. His bowling to his field. We're talking always about some unorthodox field placing. Even now, the gully and the backward point very close to each other. Just to the right of picture, just out of picture. And he's bowling to that line, which is good to see. And there, once again, look at that. Excellent bowling. And all the batsman can do is just play to one of those two fielders.
He's just exactly bowling to his skill. That's good. But we'll have to see how long he can just continue that. Well, if he can continue that, batsmen will be pegged down. Let's just wait and see. But in the meantime, I think the scoring rate has slowed down a bit. From now on, they'll have to push it. No run there. There was a chance of a run out, but nothing happened.
You see, even that delivery, even when he bowled the ball a little short of length, he knew that the line was so accurate that the batsman did not have a chance to free his arms. And once he's forced to play a defensive shot, the ball's gone to that cover fielder. It's excellent so far. And another good delivery to finish an excellent over. 15 done. It's 63 for 2. Sean Noy, Ishtiaq
Yeah.
coming in.
Mesbon 26 continuing with his rich vein of form. He's the man Citibank will look to continue and take the game away from Brac Bank. He needs to be there along with Tujo. He's giving him good support. Brac Bank have been quite neat and tidy as far as their bowling is concerned. They've restricted Citibank to only 63. They've just above 4 runs and over, which is good going as far as Brac Bank is concerned.
63 for 2 after 15, whereas Brac Bank were 60 for 3 after 15. So the graph, if the snakes were there, one in purple and one in red, they would be pretty much close to each other. But 1 wicket less for the Citibank guys, and particularly with someone like Mesbah. In form, in the crease, quick single. Could have been in danger if the throw hit the wickets directly, but it didn't. It's a good single.
It's been even Stevens up until now. It's been good bowling changes, good accurate bowling, complemented by the fielding, and of course the wicket helping in the sense that it's not giving the bowlers a great deal of purchase, but it's not helping the batsmen to play the strokes freely.
In the black hole, put away, easy single again, and they wouldn't mind that. Neither of the teams are bothered by the singles, trying to try out the boundaries. The Brac Bank team here, and waiting for something to happen against the run of play.
They have wickets in hand, but it's at some stage they'll need to accelerate, and at some stage that's a lovely looking shot there of his pads to whitish mid wicket for a single. They're keeping their scoreboard moving, but as I was saying, at some stage they'll need to accelerate and go for the big hits. And it's against the spinners will give them that opportunity, and it's up to the fielding side to take whatever chances that come their way.
Absolutely. As of now, they're playing it safe, choosing the grounded shots, taking run a ball, another single to end the over. 67 for 2 Citibank after 16.
It's a mid-pitch conference going on between the two batsmen. They're probably trying to work out as to the strategy. It's something that the batsmen need. I think it's the cap. They need to change the helmet. There's not a great deal of need for helmets That's when the spinners are bowling.
Maybe something's wrong with the present helmet. No reason to compromise, but you can opt for an extra helmet. You have options, go for the helmet. Nothing should be distracting the batsman while he's facing and concentrating on the deliveries. First wicket fell at 23, fifth over, that was of Priyam. Second was of Ibrahim Rossi, the skipper. On the 11th over, when the score was 47, as of now there's 67 for 2. Saidul Islam Turjo seems to be playing the sheet anchor role. 6 runs off his 23 balls. Extremely important to build partnerships even in this format of the game, even at this level, be it amateur or what. Very important to complement each other. That's what they're doing. As mentioned, Turjo only 6 runs of 23 balls, yet an important role, with Mesbah, the man in form, 28 of 35.
Feroz, the prolific batsman for Brac Bank, is coming from the northern end, beat the batsman straight up. Straight, easy action. Slow, medium pacer. Tallish kind of a player. Very elegant batsman. Easy run up to the wicket. Bowls, and he was beaten. All ends up. Lucky there, didn't hit the wicket. Didn't hit the wicket. Gives him 2 runs. It's the runs that matters from wherever it comes.
Undoubtedly, beat the batsman, beat the wickets, beat the wicket keeper. Some runs for the batting team. Not biased though. Keeper standing up to the stumps. An edge, very difficult to carry. When you're up in front of the wickets, played very late. There's a fielder there. Backward point. Dot ball again.
See, it's the ball that's coming a bit late off the wicket, and as a result, it's not very easy for the batsman to play straight, play the forcing shots, and having to play the horizontal shots. That was beaten all ends up to Joe on that occasion.
The ball is, the deliveries are holding back a little whenever you're thinking of going to the front foot and hit with full follow through, with full force of the bat. And all of a sudden the ball is holding back. Puts the batsman in 2 minds. Very important to be patient. And see the ball through late. Very difficult to time the ball in such circumstances.
It's a well spread out field, and the 2 fielders backward of point. That's exactly where the captain has set his field with his bowler, and the batsman, knowing that the batsman will have to play, wait for the ball and play, and as a result, most of the shots are going towards that region. And that's a shot that has been lifted, and a diving effort there, a good effort, a difficult chance. Turjo, lucky on that occasion.
As you rightly pointed out, the backward point fielders are there. But this fielder in particular with the effort, was a mid-on. And the bowlers bowling in the slot, full-length deliveries, challenging the batsman to hit lofted shots, maybe take the challenge to hit it over the mid-on fielder. This time he tried to go straighter, did not time it, there was a top edge. Good effort by the fielder, but couldn't take it. It's the end of the over. 70 for 2, Citibank, after 17 overs. We do have a match in our hands. Corporate Amateur Cricket tournament organized by Corporate Amateur Cricket Association. Fantastic initiative. This is the 10th edition of the T40 format. Hosting it is BKSP. This is ground 1. Wonderful atmosphere. And even more so, that the corporates, the financial institutions, telecommunication companies, all are participating. Batsman beaten, keeper couldn't take it. Half-hearted appeal.
Well, they should make the most out of that missed chance that Rahane dropped. Difficult.